So today I'm going to be taking you guys through what I do daily as someone trying to break into software engineering at big tech. I'll be showing you guys the companies I've already applied to, my LeetCode progress, and some of the projects I'm currently working on, so stay tuned. So currently only quant companies have released roles, so I'm going to be taking you guys through how I'm interviewing, how I'm preparing for interviews, the projects I'm working on, and all the AI tools and everything I'm using to speed up the process of applying. So this is my Notion, and I use it to keep track of all the jobs I applied to. And as you guys can see, currently it's all just quant dev roles from big companies like Jane Street and Citadel that all pay like 6 figures off the rip. And to find these job postings, I use two main websites. The first is a GitHub repo called 2027 Software Engineering College Jobs, but it's mostly for American roles, so I also use Tracker, which is a UK job board, and that's where I found most of these quant roles so far from. So yeah, just to re-emphasize, I'm only applying to quant roles just because I'm using them as practice. I'm not trying to get them, trust me. I think they're a bit way too hard for me and I haven't practiced enough. But I do think doing the interview questions will really help me later on when I'm actually applying to the roles I want to get. So I basically started applying like a week and a half ago, and so far I have 2 online assessments. I have an IMC online assessment and I have a Marshall Wace online assessment. Okay, so I have the IMC interview here. I was actually meant to start this interview 72 hours ago, and I think it's nearly 4 days now. They sent it to me, but I'm just going to try and still do it. And before we actually get into the IMC online assessment, let me just show you guys really quickly how I format my CV and how I actually mass apply really quickly. So for my CV, I use this template called Jake's Resume. It's quite easy to find online, and it's apparently really good for the ATS system to read without like messing up the words in your CV. So after refining my CV, I put it in Simplify's extension, and all I have to do when I get to an application page is just press the autofill button, and the Simplify extension just fills all the information for me. Obviously I still check to make sure that there's no mistakes, because it does do that sometimes, but then after doing that you can just submit. Okay, so let's start the online assessment for IMC. Apparently it's 80 minutes, but hopefully they just don't ask me anything crazy like DP. Hopefully it's like graphs, maybe like some greedy algorithm or something like that. Okay, so I've adjusted the position of the camera. Basically I have to use my laptop because they need to record my camera, and they also need access to my keyboard, mouse, and my full disk. So definitely the security's up. There's definitely no cheating here. I kind of tilted my laptop so I don't leak the questions and don't get in trouble. Okay, everything's ready. Let's just see how it goes. Obviously, I can't say anything about the questions on the interview, but I had no time for question 2 because I spent too much time on question 1. And question 1, at the beginning, I solved the whole thing, but I didn't do the most optimal solution, and I knew it wasn't going to be the most optimal. But I was like, I just can't think of the most optimal one now, so let me just start with that. And when I did figure out the most optimal one, it took me way too long to implement, especially in C++. Anyways, let me show you guys the interview like stages. I think I'm allowed to show this. There's assessment, video assessment, right? Then you have screen call, then you have first stage, final stage, and then, but that is crazy. In an online assessment, I'm getting asked LeetCode hards. Okay, so I'm done. Obviously, as you can see, I look disgusting right now, but good workout. But anyways, yeah, let's go take a shower and then head to campus to actually do some real work. Okay, so we're now at the library, and now I basically just want to do a recap of the IMC question I worked on in the morning. So basically I had to find the LeetCode question that was the most similar to the question I just did, and basically my goal for today is just to study these 2 questions just to see what I failed and try to improve for next time. The second question was actually from a topic called heaps, and I literally just started doing heaps 2 days ago. So if I just probably did the interview a bit later, or I actually finished all the data structures first, then I probably would have had a better chance. So I think for the next 2 weeks, I'm just going to focus on at least finishing all the algorithms. I still have to learn greedy, but I've pretty much learned all the other ones and all the other data structures. Okay, but out from the library, bro, that interview question I did was no joke. Anyways, now I'm just a bit hungry. It's currently around 7 o'clock, so I'm just going to go get like a snack from Sainsbury's, probably like a meal there, and then after that we're going to head back to the library.
And then when it got to the interview, I was like, fuck, I remember this problem, I remember doing it, but I like can't. Really? Like it's like, oh, it was similar, not the same.
So after lunch, I grinded a few more LeetCode questions, but then after a couple of hours, I decided to call it a day. I think we made a lot of progress today. I think I'm getting really good at heaps, so that's really good. I think I just need to do a bit more questions. But yeah, I didn't even need to watch a LeetCode solution to be fair today, so that's quite good. So I'm going to ride a scooter back. I'm just looking for, this one looks fine. What do you guys think? And it's not that expensive. It's saying 49p to unlock and then 11p per minute, so not that bad. Okay, so we're back. I'm quite tired, so I think for the rest of the day I'm just going to watch some stuff on AWS, just learn a few things on YouTube. I have the AWS Cloud Practitioner exam coming up on September 11th, so I have less than a month. I haven't really prepared much, so I do need to do a lot of work there. Yeah, so see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it's the second day today. Today I mainly want to focus on my project. I was actually meant to do some AWS stuff when I actually planned this video today. But like after yesterday, I was just thinking I have too many things I'm balancing together. Like I can't be grinding for a big tech job like Google or whatever. And at the same time, I'm trying to build this app. And at the same time, I also want to be more consistent on YouTube. It's just like not possible. Like after really thinking about it, I even saw this podcast of Mr. Beast kind of saying this exact same thing where he used to like have to context switch between his different like companies and stuff like that. So I think number one, I'm going to start focusing on one thing for the whole day. So for example, like yesterday I worked on LeetCode and I did a lot of interview prep, some other stuff. Today I'm going to focus more on my projects and get my compiler project nearly done. And then tomorrow I can focus a bit more on the app, stuff like that. And so the AWS, I was just thinking with all this stuff I have to do right now, it's not really a priority to me. So I just canceled the exam I had in September, which is kind of sad. I didn't really study much for it too, and I have less than a month, and I just know like it's not that useful. Like I did want to learn the DevOps stuff for fun, just to know, because I do like learning new stuff and just understanding how the systems work. But like in this period of my life, it's kind of just not a priority. So anyways, enough rambling. Today we're going to be focusing on the projects, fix our sleep schedule, feeling good. So let's just stay consistent. Let's just get it. Okay, so before I actually do my project, I want to do a bit of C++, read a bit of the book. I just want to learn a few more concepts, see what I can apply during my project today. So yeah, right now it's 7:30, so I'm just going to do a bit of this. And guys, guess what? We have the timer again. So as usual, classic. Let's see how much we do. Okay, so we're done. We're gonna stop now. We've done an hour. Can't lie, I actually learned a lot, and I actually read it from the beginning. I read the first chapter, so literally just basics. I was literally just researching about this pre and post incrementation, a question I got asked in the interview once. I didn't know. So yeah, literally some stuff's coming back to me. But yeah, I think it's just a good like start of the day. Just read a bit, see what you can learn, and then actually go out and then try and implement stuff. So for those that are new, the project I'm currently working on is actually my own custom machine learning compiler, and it's meant to basically make models like ChatGPT and the rest run faster on GPUs and other AI accelerators. So I'm basically writing my own kernels, trying to reduce stuff like memory access time and improve cache locality. And during lunchtime, I actually decided to watch a 3 blue 1 brown video on attention blocks in transformers, because I kind of realized when I was doing the project that I was thinking most of the data I'll be dealing with would be 2-dimensional tensors, but in transformer attention, immediate tensors can also become higher dimensional, so that's kind of a good thing for me to keep note of. Okay, so I'm nearly back. After that long project, I'm quite tired. So I took that lunch at 12 o'clock. Currently it's 8 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything. So I need to get some food. Guys, actually just look at how good this room looks. Like, I don't think I did justice in my video, not showing the window open. Like, it just gives me that like nostalgic like Minecraft feeling. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. I have another one of these. Every single time I like rebuild my desk, I have to rip off these LED strips, and it's so irritating because I have to put them back and I have to buy this same £30 LED strip light by Gobi, whatever. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to cook dinner, and then I'm going to the final LeetCode of the day. I was going to actually talk a bit more about the app in this video, but I don't think I'll have enough time, as this video is already quite long, and I think giving the app its own dedicated video might do a bit more justice for everyone that's asking. So I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so we're going to end off the day and the video with LeetCode. I haven't got my LeetCode for today, and it's actually just about to be, it's 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. I have to do a call. I'm doing the last LeetCode question in my graph section, but I do hope I'm able to solve this question. It is quite hard. It's course schedule 2. Course schedule 1, I did that like months ago, so I can't even remember. But let's just see how we do, right? So with this question, I basically made a graph adjacency list, and I did a DFS, a depth first search, through all the nodes in the list I made. And I tested my code, but it just didn't pass, and I couldn't really figure out why. Here, my mic actually just stopped working, so you can't actually hear what I'm saying. But I was basically trying to say that I needed to watch a LeetCode video for a hint. So after watching a bit of LeetCode's solution, I realized I was missing a really important edge case, which is I literally forgot to detect cycles. And cycles are really important to detect for this question, because prerequisites can't all have prerequisites, because then you won't have an initial course to take. But anyways, if you watch the video all the way to the end, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be posting much more updates frequently, so stay tuned.